Hi, I'm Doan and thank you for joining us for another cooking video. Today we're going to make caponata, which is a classic Sicilian Italian relish that you can serve with bread. We're going to serve it with some pretzel chip steak. You can serve it with anything. I like to call it the Italian version of pico de gallo for those of us who live in South Texas. It's a wonderful mixture of eggplant and olives and pine nuts and tomatoes. Wonderful, wonderful flavor to it. And it'll go very, very well with our Martin Ulisse Sangiovese. Sangiovese is the main grape. Most people know it from Chianti, but this is grown in the Abruzzi region. And it's 100% Sangiovese, whereas Chianti is a blend. But it's got a beautiful color to it. It's very light, fruity. I think it's very true to the Sangiovese grape. You'll see here in a second, it's got a beautiful color to it. It's beautiful. Oh, and wonderful on the nose. So good, so good. I think it's going to go very, very well with our dish today. So, caponata. I'm going to start off by sauteing a little bit of eggplant and celery and some olive oil. I've got a pan getting hot here. Add a little bit of olive oil to it. I'm going to cut up my eggplant. And eggplants soak up a lot of oil, so don't be surprised if you have to add some more to it when you're doing this. And I'm going to do about half an eggplant for the batch that I'm going to make today. Just cut into about 1/2-inch cubes here. And put that in my nice hot pan. Ah, yes, there's that nice sizzle. I'm going to do about 2 stalks of celery. That adds a nice crunch and kind of a sweetness to it. I'll throw that in there with my eggplant. A little bit of chopped red onion. I'm just going to do about 1/4 cup or so here. Take out this outer layer. Give this a little chop. And I'm just going to let this go for a second. While that's going, I'm going to toast some pine nuts. When you toast things, it brings out wonderful flavor. So I've got a skillet here that's getting hot. I put my pine nuts in there and just let them get a nice little golden brown color to it. When you get that color on things, it brings out the flavor. You don't want to burn them, but you want to get just a little bit of color on them. Give this a little stir here. I get a little bit more olive oil because the eggplant soaks up a lot of oil. And that's okay, it's flavor and goodness. This I'm going to add about 1.5 teaspoons of tomato paste. Let that go for a second. This is a fun dish. It's traditionally found in Sicily, but you'll find it all over Italy these days and in a lot of Italian restaurants, whether they're Southern Italian, Northern Italian, or all Italian. I'll find this little shake here. Take them off the heat. They're starting to get some good color. I'm going to add about 1/2 jar of capers here. And we're not going to add any salt to this because there's plenty of salt when we've got capers in here, we've got olives in here. Give that a little stir. And those capers smell wonderful. I'm going to add about 2 cups of just mixed olives. half a can. I use these fire roasted diced tomatoes with the juice. I'm just going to let this simmer and reduce down. I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of red wine vinegar, and it's going to come out so nice. And that's over here. Oh, it's starting to smell delicious. You got the olives, you got the capers. I can smell the onions. A little bit of red wine vinegar, give it just a little bit of tartness. Some people like to add sugar. I'm not going to add any sugar. I think the tomatoes have enough sweetness that it brings out the sweetness of the tomatoes and the tomato paste, and you really don't need it. But if you want a little bit sweeter, you could add some sugar. And I'm just let this simmer for another minute or two, and as soon as the eggplant gets soft, it's done. This is quick and easy. Then you could chill it overnight, let the flavors kind of meld. It'll come out just wonderful and beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and throw my pine nuts in now. Now you add just a nuttiness and a nice little crunch to it. And that's it, we're done. This is a quick, easy, wonderful dish, and it goes great with our Martin Ulisse Sangiovese. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you serve at your next party. Please be sure and follow us, Martin Ulisse Imports, on Facebook and on Twitter.